Welcome back to the Streaming Guide. Today I wanted to talk about a newer movie from Netflix called Beef. No, this is not an anti-vegan movie. Nothing to do with food. It's actually think of like revenge. Like I got a beef with you. So this came out on Netflix a few weeks ago. They call it a dramedy. So there are some funny parts, but it is actually some dramatic parts too. So it's based on at the start of it's like a road rage incident. It actually is pretty serious, and it's kind of based on a true story. So the director Lee actually had a pretty significant road rage incident, and that's what gave him the idea for this. And then as he picked out some cast, he kind of talked with the characters, and they developed this into a full series. It's a 10-episode series. They're calling it a limited series. So there's not necessarily going to be another one. It does have some conclusion to it. Let's take a look at the cast. So the stars are Ali Wong and Steven Yeun. Ali, she did some stand-up shows. She's on Netflix. If you search Ali Wong, I actually watched a couple of her stand-up comedy routines. She's pretty funny. Steven Yeun might be the more well-known character. He, of course, made his big name with The Walking Dead, which, of course, everyone knows what The Walking Dead is. It's a very long-standing series. I actually really liked the show, and he wasn't the star of Walking Dead, but he was a pretty leading character. I've always kind of wondered how he would do on his own in more of a leading role. So this is a good opportunity. A lot of people, I actually talked to someone. They said, "Wow, Steven Yeun's in it." Just because of that, I'm going to watch Beef. So, he's a very liked character on the show. He was in Nope also. Interestingly, both Ali and Steven are in a animated series called Tuca and Birdie. So they do have a little bit of work together in the same show. They're just the voices, of course, in that animated show. Here's the stars posing for a Netflix photo op. Let's take a look here. I got a pretty good video here that shows like the behind the scene, a little bit input from the director. They had a lot of fun making this. So, and this really shows. Actually, in the show though, you don't really. It's really they're head to head. They're in a they're battling in the series, but behind the scenes you can see they get along. But watching the show, you'd never know that.
Come in, we say funny catchphrases.
We bounce.
Yeah, we bounce.
You're the one who backed into me like a psycho.
You're the one that flipped me off all roided out and We just talked about it a lot, Sonny led us into the process deeply, and so getting to intimately know Danny and build Danny together, have touchstones from our childhood. We shared an experience of being Korean church kids, and so there's so much stuff to mine from there.
I really did tailor the characters towards them. I've always wanted to work with Steven. He's just so talented, but I knew he hasn't gotten to show the world his full range. I thought a character like Danny, who just can't get a W in life, and the
Yeah, as the director says, he really did get his chance to show his full capability. Because again, in Walking Dead, he was a supporting cast. So I think you'll see he really has a lot of potential as an actor.
On his shoulder, there's something very humorous about the way he moves through the world. I knew Steven could really land something very, very funny through this character. And Ali, knowing that she could go a little bit more dramatic, having been a writer on Tuca and Birdie, I really thought she would bring so many more layers to this character than I was expecting.
I talked to Sonny, the showrunner creator, a lot about how one of the things we love most about The Sopranos is that every single person you talk to has a different favorite character. And I'm hoping that with Beef, that it's not like a landslide Team Amy, Team Danny. We have such a great cast, and I hope, like The Sopranos, everyone has a different favorite character.
I would love to let this go, but actions have consequences.
We actually both did.
It was like we're one body because you didn't get any on your face.
Yeah, and then I got all
on your body, like neck down.
That's so interesting.
Weird.
We just like swapped.
Yeah.
I think we were just in it. I don't want to break out in hives, but you know, if that's an indicator that we went there, I'm happy for it.
Ooh, that's a great question.
Buddy cop, or like just like ultimate like mom and dad. You know what I mean?
Like a multicam?
Yeah. Oh my god, we could. Let's do that.
Or just skip to grandparents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do
the
that.
grandparents who live next door. Yeah. And we only come in for the funny stuff.
Yeah.
None of the real, like, grounded stuff. We come in, we say funny catchphrases.
And then we bounce.
Yeah, we bounce. Ugh, not again.
I guess that's what you guys are doing, or so, I was like, I guess that's what it is, something like that. We'll just be over it by then.
Okay, as you can see, they have some good chemistry together that shows on the set. Although again, they don't have any camaraderie together on the actual scene. So it's pretty good. I talked to a few people that everyone I talked to liked it. I was trying to debate if I'm even gonna review anything that I don't like. I'm trying to really make this channel about what to watch. So if I watch something that I don't like, or I don't think the audience will like it, I probably won't review it. I'm actually debating Cocaine Bear right now, maybe just as a tribute to the actor that is Ray Liotta. His last was his last movie. So there is some other good supporting cast in this movie. The uncle does a really good job, and the brother. And there's some pretty interwebbed plots that developed from this initial road rage incident. So I don't want to do any spoiling in this. So here's what the ratings are. This actually got really good. So the critics give it almost 100%. The audience enjoyed it too. I agree. So I really enjoyed this. I kind of binged through it here in just a few evenings. I finished it because I really liked it. So, of course, everyone wants to know, is there going to be a sequel? That's always the question that comes up. The director kind of says, you know, he wanted, of course, he wants to make a sequel, and it's obviously depends on how it does. And Netflix has the metrics they look at it. You know, how fast audience reviews, how fast people stream through it, maybe some social media. So here's a little bit more. It just kind of says the director wanted to have it like close-ended, so there is some conclusion to it. Yet, it's always possible to write a sequel. I mean, if you've seen some movies that feel like there's no way they could make a sequel, but there's always a way to write a sequel. They could even spin it into other characters. So there's nothing official yet. You know, probably sometime later, mid to late 2023, Netflix will announce if they're going to make one. So even if they don't, this is a great 10 series show. I think everyone will enjoy. These are ones that are like 40 minutes long. You can kind of just watch them as you have time. You don't have to involve like a lot big chunk of time. So again, I recommend this. I may be doing a review soon for Cocaine Bear. I watched that last weekend. That is available on streaming now. This channel, we're only doing shows that you can stream. This is exclusively made on Netflix. So I thank you for joining today. If you have any comments or you want to leave feedback on what you thought of Beef, please leave it below. And if you could like the video, I'd appreciate it. Thanks and have a good day.